again and again until I remembered. I am Arika of House Cobane. Do not swaddle me. I dare you. I dare you. In keeping with full disclosure, I'll share my reservations. Men, as you know, are not permitted in birthing rooms in any American territory except the Northridge, where male doctors attend. How, then, my papa came to hear my first song from his hut, where he would have been obliged to wait, I cannot know. All I can say without trampling on his memory is this. For 17 years before I met him, and he sang it to me in buttery baritone, that song he could not have heard clung to the back of my throat like coal. Shortly after my birth, I was settled in the Cobane nursery, with every other baby born in the village that year. They called us brothers and sisters, and we suckled from the same handful of heavy-breasted attendants. I milked one ripe coconut, touching toes with my sister, who fed off the other. Across the room, our brothers fed in much the same way. We were not related by blood, but we were closer than family. We were comrades. So close, the lines between us blurred. I was me, and them, and us, and we were comrades. Instead of one mother, we had many, and every Kongo man was our father. On Sunday afternoons after work in the field, Mother would come en masse, forming a line so long it curved like a hazel rainbow. I remember hearing her slough off the weak as she waited to mother us, pulling her neck from side to side so it popped. I remember the day she ran late. I cried incessantly, so a nursery attendant offered me her dry breast. I sucked in a mouthful of sour milk, retched and pushed it away, only to have her pull me back and pin me by the neck. She was new and didn't know any better. I broke free, of course. I reared back and sent out a cry to my comrades. Hurrah! They rallied at once. Hurrah! Waking from their naps, slapping their own tits away. With me at the helm, we bawled, Hurrah! Until our cries reached the fields of Cobane. Our mother came at once, as I knew she would. I saw their face in the nursery door like dawn, and I gave the okay. We settled down, cooing like kittens. We had won. In the old world, where they studied the stars for signs, they'd say I was born on a cusp. Part bull, part twin, double-minded and stubborn, practical and adventurous. The old world had many strange beliefs. This one seemed true that day as I curled in our mother's lap. In my ignorance, I supposed my bullishness had won the day. I knew not the law of the land, the Niagara Compromise. I had not heard of its omnipotence. Nevertheless, it hemmed us all in every day. The next morning, I was classified as a record keeper. I woke early as a pair of dark hands lifted me from our crib. His dark lips kissed my forehead as he carried me out of the nursery and across the meadow to the big White House serviced by the Cobane village. I was 1 year old that morning. A teacher with a pale face received me. She took me to a small crib where, alone for the first time, I cried. I cried and cried, growing weak and sick. I imagined my nursery family waiting just beyond the ecru cage of bars, and I called to us, Comrades! But we did not come. That was the first night of the first phase of my training. Separation. The second night was the same as was the third. I resisted for 7 times longer than any initiate before or since. As a result, I was held back from my class and spent the next phase of my training, ingraining, in my dormitory, alone, with 3 exceptions. I heard conversations through the power fan grates, though I never spoke back. Second, a trio of nervous clayskin maids, diplomats from the clayskin territory, alternated bringing my meals. My third companion was one of 3 dozen diplomats.